What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Quinway Basketball Analysis. The Sacramento Kings just signed my boy Tyreke Evans to a $3.3 million contract. He still can play. His three-point shooting has improved. He gives you a big, long, lanky guy that can defend the 1, 2, or the 3. Versatile already. He allows you to switch a lot of lineups depending on who you got on the court at that time. He's a guy that can come in and be a spark plug offensively. Even when he was in New Orleans, sometimes he came off the bench. The guy can come off the bench, get you 10, 15 points, damn near a game, and he can get a couple assists and a couple rebounds and probably 1 to 2 steals a game. Tyreke Evans is one of the complete players. He can rebound, pass, score, drive, and he's a good player in the pick and roll, which they like to use with Marc Gasol and the other guys around him on Memphis. So this is a player that can really play the game of basketball. And he's a great ball handler and decision maker. Not an amazing decision maker, but he's capable. And he's a guy that can keep the defense on their heels because he can score the basketball and get to the paint anytime he wants to, which put pressure on the defense. And it opened up to the shooters and the ability to kick it off to Marc Gasol for a spot up 3, mid-range, or a drive to the basket. So I like this pickup. You're not overpaying for him. You got him on a decent salary, and he still can play. I know he had a lot of injury seasons, but if he's coming off the bench, that lowers the risk of him getting injured because he's not going to get as much playing time. And on top of that, he's just a solid player, especially for $3.3 million. The veteran minimum now is $8 million, and you pay him under the minimum, and that's something that the Grizzlies has finally done, able to get solid talent off that bench and get some quality NBA players on the roster. They haven't really been able to do that. And now that they got McLemore too, I want to talk about him because they signed him to a 2-year, $10 million deal, which is a steal because he's a guy with a lot of potential. He's only 24, 25 years old, and he still can shoot the 3 ball. He still can get to the rim. He's not a great defender, even though we thought he could become one, but now he's playing with a great defensive team and a great serious coach that can keep forcing him to get better and keep making him push and keep pushing him. And then you got a player like Mike Conley that continued to improve, and Marc Gasol that got better and better every season as they start relying more on him. Those guys can push Ben McLemore defensively, and he can get a lot of open and easy shots off them just because he's a great spot up shooter. And he can, if he start getting hot from the 3-point line, he can take the ball down. I mean, he can pump fake and get to the paint and open it up for Mike Conley and Marc Gasol and other shooters to get shots. So Ben McLemore is a solid pickup because he's a young player that's athletic. He can play the 2. And then you got Tyreke Evans that can play the 1, 2, or the 3 because he's a great long, lanky defender and he's athletic enough to do it. You have 2 solid bench players on cheap, tradable contracts. So even if it don't work out, you can at least get a first-round pick for these guys or somebody else in return because their contracts are so good, especially under the new CBA when everybody getting $30 million, $25 million. Even Rudy Gay got a couple mil. He got paid more than Ben McLemore and Tyreke Evans combined. So that's the part that's crazy. And I feel like these 2 players really can help out that bench. And these 2 players can really add stability, add some decent amount of shooting, and add some athleticism and some length to the Memphis Grizzlies roster and to their play style. And we'll see what happens. Like I said, Tyreke Evans always been a decent defender, but he been regressing a little bit as the seasons went on for the last couple years. Ben McLemore never been a great defender, but he's a guy that has potential, and you got him on a cheap contract, and he playing with something to prove because he didn't really get no good offers. Now he can say, hey, I got to really show these people I can play. So you might get a chip on his shoulder, Ben McLemore, that's coming to prove something, which means he might play above his contract, and that works in favor of the Memphis Grizzlies. So let me know what you guys think. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. Check out my website, analysisplayground.com. It'll be in the description and in the comment section. Also, check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com. You can click on the blue link. It's sent to my Facebook page or my website, depending on which one you click. And if you do click on the Facebook one, like the page, analysisplayground.com, to show support. Quinway Basketball.